Hey you all, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here to get IJ. So today when we talk with IJ, we'll be talking about how to attract younger women, okay? If you're an older man, 50s, 60s, it doesn't matter the age, you're thinking of bagging, this fresh blood, 20, 25, 30, and you're thinking to yourself also that maybe your techniques are old or you might not know what is trending and how to, attract this young blood to you, but you fancy them, all of this freshness, and you're thinking to yourself that you want to have one of those pretty little things. Today, I'll be giving you or telling you 5 things you can do to make it easier for you to get this younger girl's attention. Because, yes, you agree with me that you guys are not from the same generation. So, there are a few things that you might do that might even scare her. Like, she could look at you as a grandpa. But if you do this right, I can assure you that a lot of younger girls are dying to date older men. Like, not like dying, but like literally they are craving to have or date older men. So I will be telling you some things you can do to help this attraction or make it easier for you to be able to bag this younger girl. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. So in case you know you're subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. On this channel, it is vibes back to back, okay? So I don't want you to miss anything. It's always educative and also very entertaining. I try to make it entertaining. Okay, so make sure you stay subscribed and make sure you watch this video until the end because the last point is also very, very important. Don't just flip through it, okay? Listen, you'll come back to tell me thank you on this page. Now, straight into this video. And the first thing you want to do as an older man when you want to get a younger woman's attention is to be very matured. Yes, this is not a joke. I have seen a lot of older people by age, but by mentality and how they still behave as kids. So I'm going to tell you, yes, that there are some older people when it comes to age, but they still have this milkish character. So you need to learn how to be very matured. You just have to be very matured. All of those pettiness that she hurts you, you have to hurt her back, or she does something annoying, so you need to do something annoying too. She provokes you, so you need to provoke her back. All of those back to sender kind of stuff, you need to stop it, okay? You need to stop I never know how to pronounce that word, retaliating. Help me out, okay? You need to stop doing back whatever is done to you, okay? She doesn't pick your call, so when she finally calls you, you refuse to pick her call. She doesn't respond to you on time, so when it's time for you to respond to her, you also want to take the amount of minutes or hours it took her to get back to you before you can also reply her messages. Like, all these are pettiness. You are too matured for this. You shouldn't do this. These are the kind of things that younger women run away from when they are dating boys their age. So when it comes to you as a matured man, you should be more matured not to repeat the same mistake. You should be the bigger person. You should be the matured person. You should be open to, understanding that she's a younger person and she's going to make these mistakes, and you should be the one to, tell her, no, this is really childish. Now, when you're doing the same thing, then the both of you are just kids, but you're just in an older body. Okay, so maturity is very, very important. You need to be very mature, not just around her, but also around her friends. Okay, you need to be matured in your words, you need to be matured in your actions. Okay, you need to learn maturity. If you need to read a book on maturity, you need to go read that book on maturity, because maturity is key when you want to attract a younger lady. Secondly, you need to be open to communication. See, a lot of men run away from communication, especially the younger ones. They run away from communication. Something happens now and they need to defend themselves. They have no words. They just say, okay, fine, whatever. They even, leave the house. Some of them don't even come back home to sleep. You understand? They sleep out, stay in a friend's place, and, just cut off communication because they're like, oh, she's in a bad mood, so I'm just going to let her be until whenever she's done being in her bad mood. Like, come on. You be the matured person. If you want to date a younger girl, just know that you are going to need a lot of patience. So you need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to communicate what you're feeling. So let's say she's raving mad and she's acting out like a child and everything. You need to be able to sit her down and have that conversation with her. What is eating you up? Why have you been so, you understand? I don't want to say the word bitchy, but like, yeah, you get my point. So why are you behaving in this way? You need to be able to have a proper conversation with your woman. Younger men will chicken out or will run away because they don't want to have this conversation. But if you as an older man want to keep that woman so that she knows that you are what she wants, then you need to learn how to communicate. You need to be upfront. You need to be able to communicate. If she does something you don't like, instead of just keeping it in, you need to be able to call her and say, this was very disrespectful, or I don't like how you did this, and I don't like that you did this. I'm not saying you need to like control her or put her in a cage, but you need to be able to communicate and communicate properly, not through quarreling, not exchanging words, not when you're fighting and all that. Proper communication, like over dinner, just lying on the bed cuddling, or over the phone. You need to learn how to have matured conversations, okay? Communicate. You need to be open to this person. And a lot of younger women don't even know how to open. They also like just turn everything off when they're angry and they don't want to see you. But the more you let them know that you are open to conversation, you're open to knowing what the problem is, you begin to also make her learn how to be open to conversation. And trust me, a lot of younger men don't know this. They just think you just let her go mad. When she's done, she's going to come back to her senses. Oh yes, sometimes we come back to our senses. But I mean, what if she meets someone else in that period where you're saying whatever, let her take her time off? What if she meets someone greater than you or better than you? So don't take their chances. If there's anything to talk about, make sure you communicate, and make sure you communicate openly. Tell her your complete mind. Tell her your own 2 cents, and hear what she has to say. And remember, communication is both ways, not just you give telling her something. You also need to learn how to listen. You need to listen when she's also trying to communicate to you, okay? So you need to tell her, and then you need to sit down, listen, and understand where she's also coming from. Look for a point, and you guys can agree to disagree on some occasion, then also agree to agree on how the relationship is going to be. So now you get my point. So communication is a two-way street. You listen and you reply. Now this one, you guys need to pay attention. You need to plan dates. Younger women like to show off, especially in this era of social media. Younger women want to have dates. They want to go to exotic places. They want to go to fancy restaurant. I mean, work according to your budget. I always say, don't let a girl take all your coins away. Okay. Don't ever trust a girl like that. Okay. Don't ever trust a girl. Don't just spend all of your money because you want to be Mr. Nice Guy. No. So make sure that you take her on dates that are affordable, that you don't have to break the bank for. But the point is, take her on dates. You don't even have to go to anywhere fancy. It could just be by the beach, okay? It could just be in the park. It could just be a hotel, somewhere that is really affordable, just away from her home or away from your home, like your regulars and all that. So it's no more Netflix and chills all the time. So take her someplace. It could even be a date to the movies if she's someone who likes movies, or something really simple that will work out for the both of you. So always plan dates. Younger women enjoy dates, and when you go out on dates, you feel the vibe. You feel that she's like extra excited, especially if it's a date that she wasn't even looking forward to, and you decide to surprise her with a date once in a month, once in 2 weeks, every week, whatever works for your pocket, for your account balance, because we don't want you going broke because you want to date a younger woman. You need to be very careful. A lot of younger women are really extravagant, and they are going to make you spend money. If you have that amount of money, it is okay to treat your woman as a queen. If you don't have that money, that's why communication is important. You communicate with her, and God bless you if she's an understanding girl. No matter how small the date is, she's going to appreciate it. And if she appreciates those dates, then keep her, okay? Because that means Instagram has nothing on her. Because have you seen the dates on Instagram? Oh my god. Sometimes I get tempted also, you see, because those dates can be so exotic and really beautiful, but just do you and do what works for you. The general point is, plan dates and take her out on a date. Younger women will die for those, and you keep getting her attention if you keep planning dates. Now, my next point is, talk about marriage. Okay, have the marriage conversation so that you don't waste time. Younger women, except the ones who don't have plans for the future, but a lot of younger women want to talk marriage. A lot of younger women want to talk marriage. Say they're in their 30s, 25, late 20s. They want to talk about marriage. They want to talk about kids, names of kids, where the kids will grow up, where they will school, what kind of school they will attend. Talk about marriage. Okay, I mean, not on the first date, obviously. Get to know this person and get to know what they think about family. Okay, get to know about their family, if she's from a united home, or even if she's from a single mom, it doesn't matter, but talk about family. And then when you guys are going on these dates and all of that, learn to talk about marriage, learn to know where she stands in marriage, so that you also know that you're not just spending your money for nothing. Because I mean, you're just laying foundation on a sandy soil, it's going to collapse. So try to know the foundation that she's standing on. She's someone who's stuck in family, and if you're also speaking family, except you're also there to just have fun. But if you want to date a younger woman to pursue marriage, then learn to talk about marriage, especially when you guys are doing that communication thing that I said earlier. Marriage conversation is very important. Younger women like it. Now, listen, don't go and do this out there, but I'm just going to tell you this little trick, okay? But this is bad. If someone does this to me, I'll feel really bad, but I'm just going to put it out there anyways. A lot of younger women, you will bag them just for talking about marriage. A lot of women are desperate to be women. They're desperate to have their own family, and they're bagging you who is an older person, and maybe you have all your shit figured out and all that. It is a win-win for her. So even if you just want to get the coochie and leave, if you talk about marriage, you're going to kind of draw her closer or get her attention more, because that's what she's craving. She wants a man who she's going to own, who's going to belong to her. So when you talk about marriage, it's a very big deal when you want to attract a younger woman, especially a younger woman who wants to have a fancy life. And then if you're an older man who sort of has a fancy life, even if you are maybe a player, but for the fact that you have this fancy life and she fancies it, you can back that girl. You can get any young girl's attention if you just talk about, oh, family, oh, I want to have wife, I want to have kids, oh, I like to have two sons and one daughter. All of those, you just throw them out there. She's gonna be like, oh my god, I think he's the one. Okay, but don't do this if you just want to have the coochie. Okay, it's gonna really break her. But I'm telling you, talk about marriage, and it's gonna draw younger women closer to you. And the last but not the least, which is also a very important point, and that's why I saved it for the last, is treat her equally. Please, I beg you guys, treat her equally. If you're going after a younger woman, treat her with respect. Never try to be her dad, okay? Never, ever, ever try to be her dad. Never treat her like a kid. Never remind her that she's a child, okay? Never, she's never gonna like that. She doesn't want to feel like she has daddy issues. That's why she's with you. A lot of times it could be daddy issues, but I'm telling you, don't make her see that. Don't treat her like she has daddy issues. Don't talk to her like she's a child. Don't try to correct her in like a baby way, like to make her feel that she knows nothing and you know everything because of the age. So make sure that you, by all means, avoid making her feel like you're her father. That's just not hot. That's a massive turn off. And no younger girl will feel comfortable with you when you want to call her and ask her, where are you? Why in the back home? Aren't you supposed to be in school? Uh, I thought you said you were going to classes. Please don't do that. Even if she's in school, don't do that. Just avoid trying to play the father role in her life because you think you're twice her age. Don't do that. Okay, by all means, don't do that, or don't even go for a younger girl at all. If you're going to be tempted, to always want to remind her that she is a baby compared to you. And that's the end of the video for today. I hope you found it educative as well as entertaining. Guys, I have amazing videos on my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be part of this family. Okay, so until next time, stay amazing. Give the video a thumbs up. Share to as many people as possible. Until next time, bye for now.